Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Skyrim Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Shirley Companion Mod, which is being made by the Circantolius team. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is, quite frankly, the best companion you could ever ask for in Skyrim. Shirley Curie, and I love this mod. I've actually watched Shirley's channel for a long time, and having her as a companion here in the game is just so much fun. She is the most wholesome Skyrim player ever, and even here in the mod, it's great. It's absolutely wonderful. And what makes this mod even better is you're not actually just getting her as a companion, but there's actually a few different elements to this mod which are pretty cool. But let's talk about Shirley herself, and of course start with our lovely, beloved Skyrim grandma. Now, how you do get her as a companion is pretty simple. You'll talk to her and she'll give you a quest because some bandits stole her bow and sword, and you've got to get them back for her. Once you do, she will join your party, and she is a beast of a companion. With her unique bow and sword, she will cleave through enemies left and right all over this world, and do it, as you can see here by these shots I took earlier, with just ease. It is wonderful. She is a very powerful companion to have. I didn't even give her any armor, and she was just cleaving through people. It was magnificent. Now, on top of just her combat abilities, which are great, we also get a lot of awesome lines from her. Shirley herself recorded a load of unique lines for this companion character, so she'll talk about things around the world as well as even tell you stories when you do talk to her here, which is pretty cool that she did go through and just record all these various things. It just makes it even more fun. Now, besides just her as a companion, we also do get a new home. Now, this is where you'll first find Shirley when you do install the mod, and you'll find this home to the southeast of Morthal, or to the northeast, or northwest rather, of Whiterun, where we have Brightwood. Now, this is a great and gorgeous home that is not only a place for her, but is also used as a player home. And on the inside, it is magnificent. The first floor is just a big open living room area, as well as a kitchen off to the side. It's just a great spot to rest and relax after a long day of adventuring. There we go, I can talk. Now, upstairs, we do have two bedrooms. The larger of the two is, of course, Shirley's. It is her home, after all, so she's going to have the larger and nicer of the two rooms. And then there is a smaller room for you, the player, with just a simple bed and some storage, as well as some unique things we'll talk about in a moment. And finally, and personally my favorite, we have the basement, which just, as you can see, is gorgeous. And on top of just being awesome looking, is also where the vast majority of crafting will occur here. This is where all the various workstations are, along with a load of storage and other unique items. Very cool. This Brightwood location here is just an awesome place. So let's take a little bit closer of a look here at the home first, and then we'll spawn in some random enemies so you can see Shirley in action, besides just the shots I took a moment ago that I showed of her fighting other things around the world. Now, on the exterior of this lovely home, we've got a nice little well over here, a gorgeous balcony area, just sort of overlooking the entirety of this little plains here, which is pretty darn cool. And then we have just some nice little aesthetic areas over here, a lovely little side garden here with some plots for you to plant things, and a nice little door into the building there, as well as your tanning rack for you to do any of your leather working. Now, of course, let's go over to the main entrance for the Brightwood home, where we'll come into the main floor living room area, which is pretty great. Again, just a cool place to kick back and relax after a long day of adventuring. As you can see, with a lovely fireplace, a full spread at the dining table, Lots of bookshelves, some various storage space around, places for seating. We also do have an alchemy lab over here for any of your potion making needs, as well as storage for the apothecary satchel, a chest, a little strongbox here, and of course over on the side, a kitchen. Now, before we kind of move on, I do also want to point out something that's fun about this place, is that it's full of Easter eggs. If you do watch Shirley's channel, I'm not going to go over them to spoil things, but there are a load of just little items scattered about if you are a viewer of hers that you'll notice and go, ah, hey, look at that, which is great. There's just loads of them scattered all over the place, as well as some unique items that Shirley gathered from her years of adventuring, which is pretty darn cool. Now, just one sort of, I don't want to say odd thing, but kind of odd thing in here is we have a lovely little loft bed up on this ladder if you go on up. It's just a random little bed with a sleeping bag and, you know, nice little loot there. Just a nice little extra place to sleep if you do so desire. And I did actually forget to show up at the front entrance. We've got a nice little art area over here with, you know, some painting being done. And this is also the entrance into the cellar area slash basement, which is pretty darn cool. Now let's head upstairs and take a look at the bedrooms. Now, the first one right here is, as mentioned, the large and wonderful room for Shirley. So she's got some weapon racks in here, lots of storage, some books, etc. Just a nice, cozy little place for her. And your room is right over here. Again, a much more simple, but, you know, you do got a bed, you got your own little weapon rack, as well as a bit of storage here in the dresser. As you can see, it's the grandkids' dresser. Because, well, of course, that's what she refers to her viewers as, and it's wonderful. Now, an important thing we have here is a horn called the Call Shirley.
Right?
Now, this is a way to actually summon her to our position if you do need her by your side, which is pretty cool. So even if she isn't your companion anymore, you've, you know, sent her back here to her home, and you need her help in a fight sometime in the future, you can use this horn in the miscellaneous section to call upon Shirley in the world. It's just a neat little thing. I quite like that little mechanic. It's just a neat little extra bit. And again, yeah, if you do dismiss her for some other companion mods, which why would you? Why would you leave Shirley behind? You can use this to get her back at any point. Now, so let's head on down to the cellar area. Again, my personal favorite of this entire place. It is magnificent. It just looks awesome, and like I said, it has all of the good crafting things in here. You can see when you come down on the right-hand side, we've got just a cool little display right here. Along the left-hand side over here is where we have our enchanting table, loads of storage for this, as well as some seating, which of course Shirley is taking use of. We then have our workbench and smithy area over here with various storage, a cool waterfall with some hanging moss there, a lovely table in the center for you to enjoy, and then the display area. These are many of the wonderful things, like I mentioned, that Shirley has gathered along her travels. You got different sets of armor in these display cases, just different weapons, and even a fun, unique weapon, which I'm not going to go over here today, but of course, you know, you should definitely play around with. It's a fun little bit there. That's just loads of neat little bits like this. I quite like it. And we've got, of course, the bear there. It's just a lovely little cellar with loads of stuff that is just magnificent. Now let's head on back outside and take a little bit closer of a look at Shirley as a companion herself. As mentioned in her fighting earlier, she does have both a bow and a sword, both of which are quite powerful. And she can use them to devastating effect against enemies. So let me put myself in God mode here so I don't get accidentally killed. And go up and just spawn a single bandit who, oh no, is attacking poor Shirley. And wait for it, wait for it. Boom, he's dead. At the lower levels, she can basically one-hit anything, and she will just chew through those enemies left and right. Let's get her a couple of people to give her a little bit more trouble. How dare that one come after me? Thank you for saving me, Shirley. Take that man down. Just look at her. Oh my God, she beheaded that man. Hey, you're not done, Shirley. Don't put away your weapon, please. There we go. And she's taken all 5 of... Oh my God, she killed 2 in 1 right there. I love you, Shirley. You're the best. Now, earlier when I was recording those extra little bits of her fighting, she took on... Oh God, one bit that I didn't record because I just didn't have my software up yet. She took on like 8 bandits all at once, taking them out with the bow, her sword. It was great, and she didn't get downed a single time. Like I said, she is a beast of a character, and her unique weapons are just magnificent. And her herself, as well, as mentioned, the beloved Skyrim Grandma. How could you not love her? So if you'd like to take a look at this mod yourself, which you certainly should, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that is going to be it for this one today. Go check out Shirley, have some fun, and just enjoy having the Skyrim Grandma here in your game, and be one of her wonderful grandkids. That's going to be it for this one, folks. Hopefully you have enjoyed. You do come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.